A video right now because
Okay.
that's definitely
Let's do
a
it.
foul.
It's not a foul.
Are you kidding me?
He barely nudged him.
Is it a foul? In the rule book, is it a foul?
Yes, but
Correct. Thank
we're
you.
getting soft.
All
today.
right. We are live. I didn't tell you guys.
Thanks.
So one of the topics are going to be the foul or no foul for the Virginia game. These two guys are arguing already, and I went live without even telling
Have
them.
you even watched the video?
Okay. Let's wait for it. Anyway, welcome to episode 4, Quattro. That's
About
the
as
only-
high as I can count.
I was going to say I don't know 4 in any other language, in English and Spanish. But welcome to episode 4 of Let's Get Heated. We are back at it on another Sunday, episode 4 at 4.
Yeah.
I like it.
Great timing. We didn't really plan that.
Didn't plan it. We got basketball tonight. That's why we had to bump it up a little earlier.
Yeah.
Huge shout out, first of all, to Fit Team Fit.
These things
We
are
all,
delicious.
they are delicious. It's a healthy product, and they are delicious.
I needed this.
This is my second one for a
for-
Sunday.
Thanks for using all the product.
But
I
last,
think I've had one daily for like the last 2 weeks, to be honest.
I can see it. I can see it in the tummy.
you? Can you?
Yeah. Are you feeling more energized?
Oh, I'm feeling real good.
It
real
helps
good.
out, especially on extracurriculars going on last night.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, before we get into the topics, we do have. I am going to basically dedicate the first part of our show to Kelly Stafford. On April 3rd, which was Wednesday this week, she posted on Instagram that so starting in January, she was feeling dizzy and stuff with her kids doing some activities. One day, Matt Stafford brought her into the ER, and they had an MRI done eventually, and she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Now, good news, it is non-cancerous, okay? But,
Self-do surgery.
yeah, surgery, any kind of brain surgery is, to
Yeah.
get in there, it's scary. Tons of support from family and friends, from Darius Slay, Ryan Tannehill's girlfriend, Ebron, leaving the team. Everyone in the NFL community is basically giving their prayers to them.
Yeah.
And Stafford is a guy to, he's a good family guy. He's a guy to help her, guide her through this time. But prayers to her.
Yeah.
Hoping the best. Surgery is coming this month. Okay, so they're doing it this month. But everyone prayers out there for them. Kelly, Matt, 3 kids they have, 3 daughters. Hope everything is well. And we are sending prayers from Next Up Sports Talk to you.
Absolutely.
Let's go to the topics here. Let's see here. Starting out with Cheater. Cheater.
He's not a cheater. He's a great basketball player.
It's your boy.
Yeah.
Right?
I just want to get into the foul thing so bad because it kind of like plays back to this because that's how he gets to the line. Don't foul. Don't run into somebody when they're going up for a shot. I don't
Yeah.
understand how that's cheating.
Well,
This
yeah.
guy, the guy that said it, averaged 10 points in his career. Okay, I'm sorry you didn't know how to score. You're watching the master work.
Yeah. So basically, the LA Clippers announcer, and his name Don McLean, said James Harden is cheating the game. He said he's manipulating the game actually, which is cheating, because he's great.
I disagree. I mean, yeah, so he's manipulating the game, but isn't that what you do to win? He wants to win. He wants to be the best. That's what he's doing. I don't think it's cheating per se. I think he's bending the rules as far as he can bend them. But I think this guy who says he's cheating, get that out of here. I don't want to hear that.
Like I was saying, that guy that said it played like 9 years in the NBA. He averaged like 10, 11 points in his whole career. I don't think you can really tell somebody else how to score and say that he's a cheater.
Yeah.
So, the game is evolving. That's what it does every year. The game evolves. James Harden finds a way to score.
And that's what it is. He found the formula to get more points, and that's getting to the free throw line. And he knocks them down at a consistent rate. So,
what I want to point out there is when he said he was manipulating the game, he didn't even direct it necessarily to the fouls. It was a lot towards this guy's cheating because all he does is ISO. Like, that's not cheating. Like, Don McLean, you should lose your job.
Okay, let's not go.
No, he should. Why would a professional basketball player say,
I feel like he should.
this guy's cheating?
Yeah.
How do you... He's great.
I feel like he should definitely get in some trouble for it. I don't know about losing your job. It's another man's career.
Well, I mean, okay, no, I don't think he shouldn't get in trouble. It's just the fact he shouldn't have... If he's dumb enough to say that, how are you a sports announcer?
I mean, I think it's his opinion, but I think it's a little bit of frustration. Maybe he's frustrated because he only did average 10 points a game, and this guy's averaging what, over 30? I mean, he's evolving, and he's evolving the game, and I think it's just he's upset.
And if he was talking about just ISO, how many other players in the NBA run ISO? Giannis. Strictly one-on-one, I'm going to take you to the hoop and I'm going to dunk on you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players that do it.
He's one of the best that does it. I would say he's top 1, 2, 3 scorer that has ever played in the league. I honestly think so. Offensive player. But, no, he's great. He's not a cheater. The thing is, he needed to do that for his team to win. With Chris Paul out, Clint Capella being out. His team needed, and I don't know, one analysis said this, they needed every one of his baskets. If he doesn't get 1, 2 of those, instead of being the top, one of the top, a great team in the West, they're not making the playoffs if he doesn't do that.
This will go along into another topic of ours today, but you do what you have to win the game, and especially in these top 3 sports, that's the level that everyone wants to get to. So the only other thing that you want to do is win no matter what. And that's what he's doing. I mean, if he has to shoot 50 attempts a game, then do it. If that wins you the game, who cares?
Yeah. I agree.
Stop him.
Yeah. Stop him if you don't like it.
Exactly.
That's the old saying.
Exactly.
But for him to say he's a cheater, I guess just leaving it as that.
He's also calling
that's crazy.
Also calling out the league. He's calling out the refs. You can't really do that. I mean, that's very unprofessional because he's calling out all the refs that are making these calls. It's like that, and you're a commentator for the league. That just not very professional. So.
I want to take this second just to. Something would be really funny. Do you know where the Clippers are standing right now in the playoff picture?
No, off the top of my head.
I think they're in.
Right.
Yeah.
But so what I want to look up is I want to see if the Rockets have a chance to play the Clippers, and I hope Harden just rips them apart.
Yeah.
Because that would be unbelievably funny, and guess what?
They probably are going to match up, aren't they?
The 3 seed versus 6 seed. They're matching up first round right now at the playoffs. Yes.
It's going to be a series to
That's
watch.
Awesome. All right. The next one, we have the Green Bay controversy. You guys are Packer fans, okay?
Yes.
We're right next to Green Bay.
Yeah.
What's your take? What's your take on this?
I'm a fan of Green Bay. I'm a fan of Aaron Rodgers as a football player. And it hurts to say, but I'm not a fan of him as a person. I never have been. I don't see him do a whole lot for other teammates. You don't hear that kind of stuff coming out of Green Bay, and that's kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So I wish that he did more.
I think it's great. I think Aaron Rodgers is a great player. Is he arrogant? Yeah. But guess what? He backs it up. And this is what I got out of it, is Rodgers is one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league, right?
Yeah.
He said Mike has a low football IQ, Mike McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
So where would he be?
If you're the quarterback and you have that kind of coach that just has that offense, doesn't really get too involved with new formations, stuff like that, you're going to want him out. If you think you're smarter than your head coach, that's bad.
Yeah. Compared to LeBron and his team?
Exactly. That's what I think it is. And I'm a fan of these smart guys that are playing the game, that know more than their coaches, and they actually do something about it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I guess I'm anxious to see put Mike McCarthy on another team. You know? Him coaching another team, what would happen?
I'm not so worried about what he said about Mike McCarthy. It's more of like, you have these ex-players that are coming out and they played with Aaron Rodgers, saying the things that they're saying about him. That says a lot, because these are your colleagues, these are your so-called friends. I don't know if Rodgers has friends, but people that he played with, and like who said it? Greg Jennings.
So Greg Jennings was a surprise for me because I love Greg Jennings.
I thought they were like
he was a
friends.
He was a low key guy, out of Western Michigan, and I thought, like you just said, I thought they were friends.
Yeah,
which is really weird. Now I can see Jermichael Finley also said it.
Yeah.
He's like, it was terrible to play with him, whatnot. I can see Finley saying that because he was a Fruit Loop. Like, I hated Finley.
Rodgers also made all of these people.
Yeah.
Greg Jennings was nothing
No.
when he got done playing with the Packers. Jordy Nelson didn't really do a whole lot in Oakland.
No.
It's like...
Think about that, too.
Yeah.
See,
so
Aaron Rodgers made everyone
exactly.
good.
That's why I love him. Like, any sport that I play, like, if I feel like I'm the best player out there,
yeah,
just not a lot.
Like, I get it where he's coming from, though. I really do.
But
like, that's the type of teammate that I want. If you know if you know the game, you know everything about the game, you know what needs to be done to win the game, then go out and do it.
And that's what I said. I love Aaron Rodgers as a football player. I would not be friends with him outside of the sport.
Yeah. He's probably got a few close guys, but let's put it like this. Is Brady a nice guy on the field?
No. And he shouldn't be.
No. It goes to Izzo. Look at what Izzo did.
Yeah.
Great players are not soft.
Yeah, but the difference is that Tom Izzo is hard on his players on the field, but he's also a great person off the court. I don't know why I said field. But he's a great person off the court too. He'll take his players,
right?
Like they'll have individual meetings. It's like Rodgers is not doing that. He's not bringing anything to these guys outside of the sport of football.
Yeah,
I don't think
he like bought all of his offensive linemen like TVs and stuff
But that's the thing. He doesn't have to. You don't have to do those things.
It's a team sport though. Like how are you going to build that trust on the field? I would rather be friends with, like, I played college football. Great example. I was great friends with my quarterbacks and running backs. If I wasn't, in that moment where you need to make a big play, obviously I never caught the ball, I just blocked. But that great relationship can evolve to more, and you make more plays, I feel like. And I know that's what they're getting paid to do. But Better communication. And him not having that with some of those guys, you can't carry a football team by yourself.
See, that's where I think you're wrong.
How many championships?
So hold on. I think he has great communication with his team on the field. I think he's a great leader on the field. The thing I agree with you is off the field, he's arrogant, okay? Off the field, he's not a family guy. Just period. Off the field, he's a bad guy, in our opinion. I think we all agree on that.
Yeah, correct.
But
Right.
The people who disagree, or the people who don't like playing with them, I would say they're soft. Okay, so listen to this. Finley and Jennings, they both didn't like him. They both said negative things about him. You have James Jones and Jordy Nelson. They're like, this is unbelievable. What people are saying, it's crazy. He was a great leader. How do you have those people saying he's a great leader, and then how do you have those people saying he's terrible?
And I think it falls into each player's competitive level.
Exactly.
And that's what irks me, is because if I could be more athletically inclined, more taller, more gifted in that ability with my competitive level, put me on Aaron Rodgers' team. We're winning championships. Because that's
Right.
just my competitive level. It doesn't matter what sport I play. It doesn't matter at what level. I want to win.
I think what a lot of people don't understand, and I'm not saying you guys don't understand this, but in the locker room, and you hear it coming from all these players, the locker room, this is their career. It's like going to work every day, and you hate your job. That's what I'm getting from these people, is that they hated the locker room because Aaron Rodgers ran everything, and he was a great football player, nothing else.
I get it, but like if you're in the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, you've gotten that ability with your size and your athleticism to make it there.
I think it's all about getting the job done.
So give it your all, give it your best. Try every single second you're out there, because some guys like us that are here that would like to be out there don't have that opportunity.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I guess, yes, they're gifted players. They're getting paid to do this. It's still not right for them to, have to put up with Aaron Rodgers being basically nothing outside of a great football player. Yes, they're getting paid millions of dollars. A lot of people are like, oh, suck it up, you're making millions of dollars.
Would you rather go
They
play
put in
with
so
Cam
much
Newton that has fun, or a serious Aaron Rodgers? I want to win.
Me too.
Would you
So-
rather? What about Tom Brady though?
Tom Brady is exactly like Aaron Rodgers.
That's.
But
false.
do you know why the attention's not there? Because they're winning championships.
Mm-hmm.
Because Belichick is there, who also has the same attitude as Brady.
That's why winning matter. Winning really does matter.
Right. So
I mean-
it essentially comes down to getting the job done. I think John Deanna commented, just like in surgery, you want a doctor who's going to save your life and not somebody who's going to basically just say, "Hey, it's okay."
Absolutely.
So it comes down to getting the job done. Yes, you want friendship and you want communication.
But once you want both, and isn't that going to win you the most championships? I know that you said Tom Brady isn't a great person off the field. I actually disagree with
No,
that 100%.
I didn't say off the field.
I feel like he is very close with the guys on his team.
Tom Brady is gonna, if you do something wrong, he's gonna give it to you.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gonna let him know.
Perfect.
That's the thing. I'm not talking about the off the field thing with Rodgers.
Okay.
People don't like. Like they're saying he's not good on the field as a leader. That's bull.
Mm.
That is. He is a great leader on the field. I'm relating this back to, you have to have a good mix of having a relationship with those guys on your team off the field along with on the field, because that's going to build the strongest bond, and you see it with Tom
Definitely.
Brady. Championships.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
I wouldn't trade Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't do anything like that, but say if I had to pick between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, I'm picking Tom Brady. So,
Yeah.
Because he won more.
because he's a great person off the field and he builds a strong relationship with his teammates, and he's a winner on the field.
It's just their history is insane in New England. Okay. Anyway, that's that.
Yeah, it kind of flows into our next topic too. So.
3 MVP for Wisconsin. I think it's incredible. I mean, I hate to. You know what? I don't like the Packers. If there's one team I didn't like in Wisconsin, it'd be the Packers because of the Lions. But I am giving 100% credit to the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind them. They're a great team. I respect them, and the Brewers. I can't hate those two teams.
Yeah, for being a smaller state than California, Florida, Texas, those big, where those teams are coming
populated,
from.
in an environment type thing.
The community is so strong in Wisconsin, and they support these teams like no other place that you'll ever go to.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
we've been pretty lucky too, especially the
Oh, yeah.
Packers. You get, Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers. That will never happen again. But I mean, Giannis is in his prime or continuing,
I wouldn't
to
say- I
evolve.
would say he gets better.
I would say, I mean, he's what, 24? He's
Yeah.
24 because Shaq said, and I quote, that he was better than Shaq himself at 24. So, I mean, Yelich is just picking up where he left off.
Yeah.
That guy is just
Dude's a god.
an animal.
Yeah. So, I mean, that would be absolutely insane if basketball, football, and baseball, you take your 3 MVPs out of one state.
Roger does
One
do a
home.
lot of work, though.
I agree.
This
I
next
agree.
season.
So, Giannis, could he get it? Yeah.
I think it's
yeah.
in the bag already. That's my opinion. I mean, it's him or Harden, right? So,
Since they locked up the number 1 seed, I would give it to Giannis. Harden is insane, but I mean, Giannis being younger, being what he had to go through to get his team there, I think the league's got to give it to Giannis.
Oh, for sure.
So he right now this year's his best year, averaging 27.7 points a game, just over 12 rebounds a game,
Yeah.
and almost 6 assists a game.
that's really good.
And you see the improvement of Giannis over the years and how the team has gotten better over the years.
Evolved around him.
So that's like you have to go by the name most valuable player. As he grew, the team grew, and I mean, they're gonna have a shot at winning it all this year, and
It's gonna be fun.
it'll be fun. But
The playoffs will be fun, that's for sure.
as we were
Yeah.
just talking about Clippers and
Yeah.
Speaking
Houston.
of, put our show off to the side, pretending I'm not on air. Personal talk. You want to go to a Detroit Pistons game? If
no,
the Bucks play the Pistons, 1 and 8 seed
In Milwaukee?
in Detroit, he may not come back.
I'll go
It's a
to
fun
Milwaukee.
Sure.
I'll go
Sure.
to Milwaukee.
But yeah, that'd be fun. I
Yeah.
mean, that'd be cool. The Pistons are a different team though for the Bucks, who has a good 4 and 5. Griffin and Drummond. There's not many teams like that anymore. They're all, chuck up threes type teams.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
different.
just going back to like the 3 MVPs, it's going to be interesting to see how all of these guys progress in what's coming up, because Giannis is in the playoffs now, they're going to be in the playoffs. Yelich is dominating.
We'll make
I
a
mean,
run.
I just want to see how all the teams do.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love Wisconsin sports, and this is kind of, it's going to be a fun year and hopefully a fun couple more years.
Mhm.
These guys staying around.
Yeah, if one team tanks, I hope it's the Packers.
Yeah.
But the Brewers, I can see going.
They're still going to beat the
They can go to the championship.
Again.
The World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The World Series, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, Yelich is, I think, batting .333, 4 home runs. He had his first 3 home runs in his first 3 games. So his last couple of
Hit
games,
another one today.
He slowed down. Really?
Yeah, he's at 5.
Yeah.
Add another one on there. But .333, that's good. He's not at the top of the list in the league right now. So you definitely need, I mean, it's so early. But you got to be a standout to be an MLB in the, or an MVP in the MLB. That's a
Oh.
tongue twister.
Yeah.
But
There's so many guys, and you kind of have to go based on how their team's doing also, because
yeah.
you'll see some guys that are just, amazing stats. They're the only person on their team that's doing anything.
Right.
It's going to be hard for you to win the MVP. So,
Yeah. So last question with this topic: who has it the hardest to be the MVP?
Rodgers.
Definitely.
Yeah. After everything that has happened in
Because
this
I think-
season,
I think, because I think Giannis already has it locked up. That's my opinion.
I agree with that.
Yelich was an MVP last year, so why not do it again
it's going
this
to be
year?
tough to
He's
do
got a
back
good-
to back.
It is.
I think it's gonna be harder for Yelich to be MVP than Rodgers, because one, over 50% chance is a quarterback in the NFL. More
Yeah.
than likely, quarterback's going to be an MVP.
Sure.
So if Rodgers and the Packers do good, he's got a great chance of being an MVP. So with Bryce Harper, Trout, all those guys in the MLB, it's so hard in the MLB to be the MVP.
Yeah, but going back to how the team does, I'm not dead set on Green Bay being, blowing people out of the water with what happened and what's gonna happen coming up. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be something else coming out about Rodgers, I hope that they'll do good. I know they'll beat the Lions, but I mean, I'm kind of worried about the other teams. So
I'm just gonna hold my thoughts.
yeah, hold your thoughts.
We'll wait. Okay. Monster Bryce. Bryce Harper is insane right now.
Yeah.
And I think it all started with going back to Washington. I was tweeting on this. First at bat, he struck out. Crowd was going insane. I was videoing it,
Yeah.
insane. I mean, the crowd and Bryce Harper is. You could just see that everyone is heated. Adrenaline was going, but then he crushed one out. But his season is off to a great start.
Yeah, he's got everything to prove.
Yeah.
So, if people say he's got nothing to prove, he's got the money, that's a bunch of bull. He wants to win a pennant, and that's what the Phillies are building around, and they got him. And he's got 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. He's hitting .417.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the RBIs isn't great.
No.
Because the greatness on their order, the good people, is after him. He's starting it out, in the 3 spot.
Yeah.
The guys after him are batting incredible. Herrera's doing better. Maikel Franco, those guys are stepping up behind him.
Yeah.
So he's typically
mean,
the
they're
first one to get on base.
The Phillies are 6-2 right now. That's a lot of that is going to that whole lineup, but Harper is kind of, for what they paid to get him there, he's kind of living up to the hype of it. So
Philly needed it. I mean, if they didn't have him, they got JT Realmuto too. That was a great addition. But Philly's going to be a team to watch.
Yeah. I mean, if the answer recognizes him, I don't know if you guys heard about that, but
AI?
Allen Iverson, said, "Hey, this is a dream come true for him."
Yeah.
Allen Iverson said that.
Yeah.
I mean,
talking about AI for a little bit.
Yeah.
They have that ESPN.
So they shook hands or whatever, and he said he was one of the greats, and he's excited to have him in Philadelphia. So.
Yeah. AI's got it's called like the crossover. It's on ESPN. It's like one of their 60-second one, and they have like all the professor and all that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You should watch it. They hit the nastiest crossover.
I guess, watch out for Philly.
Yeah, and what can't Bryce Harper do? His wife is pregnant. So
he can do everything.
They're expecting a kid.
He's producing everything along with kids.
Oh, yeah.
On the field, off the field, just hitting dingers.
Yeah. Always winning. So congrats, Bryce, on the
batting 417 is insane.
Oh, yeah. And baseball. Yeah. I was saying congrats on the kid, and you kind of took it into baseball. Congrats on
He's
everything.
batting 1,000 right now with his wife. Okay. Next one.
Alec, why don't you start?
I'll just start off with saying the rule, because this is what the rule states. So
Are you sure you want to start off with the rule? Because
we're talking about a shooting. We're talking about a shooting foul.
Yes.
This is the rule. A shooting foul occurs
This is the rule.
when the defense comes into contact with the shooter, who in the official's judgment has started a continuous shooting motion, and until he returns to a normal floor position.
Thank you for proving my point. So
I still disagree.
he went up for the 3. You can't run into somebody's legs. You can't do it. It threw off the shot because the ball was not released yet. It threw off the shot, and he didn't let him land. So 2 things that are on there, that's a foul. So 2 things in that rule. He affected the shot and didn't let the shooter come down. Clear-cut foul. Yes, I know you said it's soft.
You know,
the
I
rule.
actually. So that's what I was just gonna say.
First of all, let's explain. If people don't know what we're talking about the Virginia game versus the Auburn game
Yeah.
to
Last
get
night.
into the national championship game. That's what we're talking about here.
And I guess I'm also talking about it's like a chain reaction. I think you're a soft person.
Me?
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers soft. This soft. Like this is just a continuous thing.
Oh, jeez.
You are soft.
What
Wait.
am I?
What
I don't
sport?
say- I'm not going to say
My
what I was
hard
gonna-
person. My hard to the touch. I mean,
Wait, what position did
so
you play when
continue
you
what
played
you were
football?
saying.
Soft.
What position did you play when you played football?
Quarterback.
You were a quarterback. Okay. So most of the rules in the NFL are
I
about
trucked
quarterbacks.
people when I was a quarterback. I didn't juke. I lowered my shoulder because I'm large.
I could say something very
Because
big
I'm
right
large.
now.
But no, it comes down to like
Yeah. I truck people every play.
soft competitive spirit.
Are you kidding? Sure. Whatever you want to say, man.
Okay, so the foul, every time someone shoots, you're being boxed out and there's contact. Okay? It's a matter of how hard it is.
You cannot go based on how hard the contact is.
You
Like,
have to, though.
John Deanna. Alec is batting 1,002. He's got 2 kids.
yikes. Great average.
The best 2 home runs I've ever scored in my life.
And the only 2. That's awesome. No, okay. So, is it a foul? No, in that situation.
That's
Yes,
what. That's
you
what you.
can't-
You have to. You
have
have,
to
to
go by-
take
You
it into
cannot base
consideration.
it
Listen.
on the situation.
Listen.
Listen.
Do you think?
Linda,
do
listen.
you think it was rigged?
No. Okay, let's take this.
What
for
is
example.
what does the NCAA want to see? Virginia versus Texas Tech,
It's not
or do they
rigged.
want to see
Yes.
Auburn versus
It
Texas
is not
Tech?
rigged. Let's take this into consideration. Alec, me and you, we go play basketball. Like, say I play against Bo tonight, and it goes down. Bo's taking the last second shot, and Bo goes up for the shot, and I hit him on the elbow, and it throws off the shot. Is it a foul or not?
Yes, because you hit him on the elbow.
What if I ran into
We're
him?
talking about this guy
The shot was done.
ran
The shot was
into
not done. He
The
had-
the
ball was
right.
released.
He
It was
ran
not.
into
It
the
was not.
right
Yes, it was.
thigh of the shooter,
and took out both of his legs. His legs kicked out,
and
to
it was
the
a
side.
nudge. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the contact was a little bit harder than you think.
I mean,
No,
let's not
you
take
gotta
let's
go by
not take let's
situation.
not take away that the fact that Kyle Guy, who got fouled,
Wait a second.
he shot a 3, so
Okay.
they were down 2.
yeah.
He made all 3 free throws to win the game.
Yeah.
I mean that
That was incredible.
That's
So
pretty
the ball
clutch by him.
The ball doesn't lie.
And the shooter was Kyle, and the situation was soft.
And you're a guy, so I
Yeah.
mean this is just all
This is-
weird.
Hey.
Are you part of the NCAA? Did you rig this?
All I'm saying is they're winning. You want to go back to winning?
Bro, I don't.
They win.
I don't,
You're right.
I'll
They won.
go with you there.
Yeah.
But did they deserve
Thank
to
you.
win?
The ball doesn't lie.
I don't think
He made
so.
all 3 free throws. Ball doesn't lie.
That was great for him. I'm just saying, yeah,
Great
the,
for
the
Virginia.
call. So we're talking.
I'll see you guys at the bottom
We're
of the
talking
bracket. when I'm at the top.
situations. The NFL. I brought it up to you earlier.
Yeah.
You, second play or second drive of the game. Okay, in the NFL, you throw a bomb to your receiver.
Mm-hmm.
A pass interference there is going to be called much more than a last second Hail Mary. You throw a Hail Mary at the end of the game
Because it decides.
and you get bumped. They aren't throwing a flag for pass interference
Yeah.
because it's the situation.
I disagree on that. They do throw flags on Hail Marys. They do. But when you
If it's clearly-
different. So Hail Mary at the end of the game, you usually have like 4 people that are surrounding them. Now, this was clear cut, 1 versus 1. And that's why they call it in the NFL. There's 1-on-1. Now, if he bumps him when he's running, yes, they're going to throw that flag. 1-on-1, Kyle Guy versus the dude that fouled him. It's a lot easier to see rather
Touched
than a
him,
Hail
not
Mary.
fouled him.
He fouled him. He ran into his legs. We'll talk about that later. But, I mean, when it's that easy to see, it threw him off balance. It threw the shot off. That's a foul.
It was after the shot.
We'll watch the video.
It didn't affect the shot.
It did.
Anyway, so that's basically it for the topics. That was a fun one. Harden's a cheater. You know, Aaron Rodgers is terrible. A leader.
Yeah.
but yet he's an MVP. Funny.
Yeah, he's only not a whole lot of championships though, and that's what we're looking for. You can get a bunch of wins. You can win all the accolades that you want. If you don't win the Super Bowl, doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, anyway, that's it for the topics in episode 4. If you just tuned in, you can rewatch our video. It gets loaded on YouTube here in a little bit, the full thing. The earlier topics were pretty fun, too. Greg said it was a foul, but it was also
Thank
a
you,
double
Greg.
dribble before that. I didn't look
I
at
didn't.
that.
I didn't see
I didn't look
it.
at that. I'll have to take a look. But that's it. Next Sunday, I imagine, will be episode 5.
yeah.
We will post that. We're also going to start doing some short videos on
Yeah.
tips for fantasy.
Yeah.
Because like we keep saying, that's where people want to make money.
Yeah. So if you guys want to win, probably should just tune into mine. But they also have some good fantasy advice. I just got to give them a little.
Soft.
Yeah. Okay.
Soft is the word of the day. All right. Well, that's it. Again, thanks for Fit Team for for a lot of the products. Actually, last thing, quick. I hate stopping these shows. I like talking about sports.
Yeah, we could talk forever.
Talk forever. But last thing, our March Madness bracket's about to be done. We'll announce the winner after the championship game. T-shirts are coming. We got some Fit Team stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Anyway, thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
tuning in. Episode 4.